Welcome to Odoo Essentials. In this video, we will cover creating customer invoices directly from sale orders and issuing refunds for invoices. Let's start with creating an invoice from a sales order. Let's open the Sales app and click into the Sales Orders menu and select a sale order. We see that this sale order is confirmed but not yet invoiced and has two line items that are ready to be invoiced. Line items in blue indicate that the product is not waiting on delivery and is ready to be invoiced. At the top of the sale order, we can click Create Invoice to begin invoicing this order. We are prompted to choose what we would like to invoice, whether this is all invoiceable lines with the down payment deducted, the down payment as a percentage, or the down payment as a fixed amount. Let's select all invoiceable lines and go ahead and create and view the invoice. This takes us immediately to the form view of the invoice. Here we see that the total amount owed for this sale has been calculated for the invoice. Note that this invoice is still in the draft state. Validating it finalizes it, entering it into our general ledger and allowing us to send it to a customer and record payment. Now you will see in the top right corner that the invoice status has changed from draft to open, and it is ready to be sent to the customer. Now let's say we've just sent the invoice to the customer and they've paid. To record a payment, we'll click Register a Payment. Doing so brings up a prompt where we can enter the payment details. The payment amount, date, and memo are filled in automatically, so if there is nothing to change, we just need to select the payment method and validate the payment. This will change the invoice status from open to paid. Now let's look at another case where we partially invoice a sale order. Let's navigate back to the sale order using breadcrumbs and duplicate it to use for this example. Then we'll save it, confirm the sale, and create the invoice. This time we'll select down payment as a percentage, and additional options become available. Here we could set the down payment amount, let's say 40%. Then let's create and view the invoice. A line item with description down payment of 40% has been added automatically. Also note that this partial payment doesn't include taxes. Now let's register a payment on this invoice. If we go back to the sale order, we see a new line item, down payment, has been added to the invoice. It will be used when we invoice the rest of the sale order. Let's do that now. We'll select the second option to ensure that the down payment is deducted and create and view the invoice. This time, we see a list of two invoices, one for the down payment, marked as paid, and the new invoice we just created for the remaining total in the draft state. When we open it, we see all the invoiceable lines included, with the down payment deducted as a line item. Next, let's take a look at how to refund an invoice. To do this, let's go to the Invoicing app and quickly create an invoice to refund. For the Jackson Group, we'll add two line items. First, technical training, and maintenance. Then we'll validate the invoice. Clicking Refund Invoice gives us three options for refunding. The first option is useful if we want to refund part of an invoice, like removing or changing the price of an item. This will generate a draft refund, which we can modify to remove any items that we don't want to refund. We'll remove maintenance from the refund and then validate it. As soon as the invoice is validated, we see a notification that there are outstanding payments for this customer. In this case, the system is suggesting that this refund be reconciled against the original invoice for this order, which we can do by clicking Add at the bottom of the invoice. When we do this, we see that the refund is now marked as paid. If we go back to this initial invoice, we see that it is still open, with the amount due adjusted based on the refund we just processed. This refund is recorded as a payment at the bottom of the invoice, and the remaining open amount corresponds to the maintenance line item, plus tax. If the customer pays the remaining amount, we can then register the payment as usual. We can also create a refund that cancels the invoice and fully refunds the total. To do this, let's first duplicate this invoice to use as an example. Validate it, and then refund. This time, we'll select the second option to cancel and refund the invoice. This option is used when the invoice shouldn't have been issued in the first place. For example, if an invoice was sent to the wrong customer. When we create the refund, it will be fully reconciled with the matching invoice automatically. Now let's look at the third and final option for issuing refunds. I'll quickly duplicate this invoice again, validate it, and click Refund. We'll select the third option, Modify. This option will issue a full refund and reconcile it, as in the previous option. It will also create a draft copy of the refunded invoice for us to modify. We would select this option when, for example, we use the wrong taxes on an invoice. I'll add the reason, then create the refund. Now we have two records. On the bottom we have the refund, fully paid against the original invoice. Above it, we have the new draft invoice, which is a copy of the original invoice. Let's open it and edit it, and remove the taxes. Then we can save and validate. This concludes our lesson on issuing and refunding invoices. Thanks for watching.